I, as promised, am in my bathroom getting ready to do my night hair and skin routine. And I've even had a couple people that inboxed me and were kind of like, what are you doing? Did you say 8? So I'm really excited, but I'm tired. You can tell I'm really tired. But because I set out to do this, I'm going to make sure that I do it. So I'm going to let some additional people kind of come on in. Once I get to just like a few, I'll actually start. Moving stuff around. Hey, good evening. Hey, babes. Matter of fact, hold on. Hi, Benitra. Hi, Marcella. Let's see. Alrighty. So, hey, I was saying as I came on, I didn't see anybody's name because it's always an extra delay, as I promised I would do this video this evening. I've even had a few people that were asking me in regards to it. Hey, Shaylin. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Keisha. Good evening. So I'm going to share with you all some quick things. I'm going to kind of move along because this process, I will say, it doesn't take me forever to be able to do in the evening time. However, it is a process and I want to make sure that I'm able to explain it through. Hey, Marla. So I get questions all the time about, number one, if you saw me earlier today, you saw me talk about my hair challenge. You saw how I've been able to grow out my hair. And even if so, you see, I'm literally in a full sew. My hair had been cut off to this short of an area. Literally, I started this process about 7 weeks ago and was able to really grow out my hair. And so in that hair challenge, I'm sharing with people how it is that I'm able to take care of their hair internally, externally, because unfortunately there's no amount of like oil or creams or conditioners you're going to be able to use that's going to successfully grow the hair, keep it on the shaft of the head, and also keep it healthy. So one of the products in which I've been using has been my hair, skin, and nails. And as a matter of fact, hey, Christine, look where I'm at. Like, this is something that I'm literally doing every single morning. And then this morning with the shampooing and conditioning my hair, I'm really big on, I'm literally moving around what's in my bathroom. Restore, which is my product line. I formulated it because literally I was sick of having a whole bunch of different things in my bathroom and needing this for this, this for this, this for this. It didn't have protein. It wasn't hydrating. And then literally my countertop was really crazy. So it kind of it took me 2 years in which to formulate the product, which is a protein treatment, highlights the hair, hydrates the hair, paraben free, no sodium, like really good to keep the hair really light and airy. And also too, a lot of us sometimes are really scared about the leave-in treatment, thinking it's going to be heavy, and it really isn't. If you can see, like literally this is just an actual blow dry for what I did earlier. So being that that's what I did every evening, so I'm going to talk to you all about those. It doesn't matter if you're wearing extensions or not. You want to be able to make sure pre-bed you hydrate your hair, and then also too, you take care of your edge. That's really important. So for me, I use my oil. Yes, somebody just asked me, is this product good for all textures? It is a multi-textured hair care line that is good for straight, wavy, and curly hair. So as you get the product, I teach you how to use it per your texture of hair. It has nothing to do with ethnicity. Our hair is straight, wavy, curly, and excessive curl. So I typically teach you how it is to take care of your hair texture of hair. So every evening, like I said, you want to make sure in which you're hydrating the hair. The reason why I'm functioning on my hair first, so let me help you understand this, is because if you're trying to cleanse the hair from everything, cleanse your face from everything in which you've been having from your head and it's not out and away, you can literally be putting the day back in on your skin. The skin is the largest muscle of the body, and you literally do not want to be putting in your day. So literally I start, hey Chessie, hey Deborah, I start with my hair first. So I don't care what you have, if you had an extension or not, I usually lose like a little pea size, right? So imagine if you had natural. Me, I have an extension. I like to go through rub and emulsify it through the finger. The reason why you emulsify it through the finger is because literally, think about when you go through your hair. If you have no oil or it's all in the palm of the hand and it's not in the middle, you haven't emulsified it through, you are missing spaces when you're using oil, therefore causing you to use way more oil than what you need. So literally kind of go through the fingers, and if you see, I'm very, very thin. Then you want to literally go through and place the oil through the palm areas of the hair. So if you can see, I'm very, very light. This is keeping the hair hydrated with a real product that's full of the product ingredient. You don't need that much. Like if you notice, as I'm going through my hair right now, I have not put any additionals in my hair. And if you even see like a sheen that's starting to come through it, and I'm rubbing it through all the way through to the end of my hair, like literally this is kind of prepping it for bed. So I do this every evening. And I don't even know if you can see, look at the sheen that's literally started in the hair from that one itty bitty drop. If you find that you're having to go back in the oil over and over and over again, it may be majority water. So you may have a huge bottle of something. You got to keep on pouring it, keep on pouring it. It's not as highly concentrated in that product that you need it. So then I go through with a paddle and I brush it through. Now this is all before. The reason why I showed the hair routine first, because again, I don't need my day. I don't need anything in which I'm putting in my hair to be on my skin, on my face. So I'm brushing through all tangles. Anytime you're brushing through a tangle, you want to start at the bottom of the hair and then work your way up. So I'm brushing through those tangles. Hey, thank you, sweetie. All right, brushing through the tangles in the hair. Then I'm taking it back away from my face. Now, if I was just not with you all, I would literally take this, wrap it around, throw it into a silk bonnet. However, for the sake of this video, you ain't about to get that. So what I would do is I would take it in the back and literally wrap it around and then out. So this is literally taking it right. Y'all ain't about to get that. So literally, I am clipping it off my face. Yes, the hair is extremely soft, and it was used with Restore's hair care line. Like the shampoo, the conditioner, the cleanse, the condition, and the hydrate. All in the hair, pull it on off. Now what you can do is take your hair, pull it into the back, and then literally, hey Jeanette, put your satin cap over your hair. Now let me share something with you, what you want to do. After you start working with your hair, and you're about to move over to your skin, cleanse your hands. And that is a misstep. You start working in here and then immediately touch your face, and you're infecting your face. Your face is the largest muscle of the body. It's literally pores open in the face. So, and it doesn't mean that my hair is dirty, but I just used all this oil and I don't want to contaminate that and put that in my face. And I have to say that because I'm serious about that. Like, you don't want to put that in your face. So now I'm literally going to go through and I'm going to cleanse my hands, because I don't want that in my face. So after you've done that, I'm drying my hands on off before I touch my face. That's really important. I do not like to make sure, again, no contamination. No, this will help you with any additional breakouts, something that you may have touched to put back on there. Like literally, I know I'm working with clean hands. Even though it's yourself, it's something that I like to definitely throw on out there for you to take into consideration. Then for me, I move into, so I'm going to be sharing with you all any product that you see me using. You can ask about it. I can talk about it. I can send you information. So don't feel like you cannot ask, because you can. So I'll tell you, I used to use a cleansing system for over $300 something to keep my face. And so when I first made this switch and this change, I was real funky about that, because I'm like, the very first thing that somebody is going to see me, I don't have any makeup on my face right now. I do not like to wear a lot of makeup unless I'm being dolled up for something. I have a photo shoot. I have an event to get to. I want to be able to throw my hair back in a ponytail and meet somebody with my best face. My best face. So I was like, I don't know about this. If it start breaking me out, we're going to have a problem. Like, we have a real big problem because I like my face like that. And even also too, I don't know about you, my husband don't like me to have a whole bunch of stuff on my face. So I was really, really concerned. Once I switched over to the product and it all being plant-based, like things that were really kind of erupting on my face. Anybody who does not know, yesterday I just made 40. And I was starting to see some lines in my skin. So I was really considering some of the more evasive processes in my face. And I was like, being in my face like that, like literally if you change the construction or how my face is, how am I going to feel about this? So I was like, okay, I'll give this a try first. I started to be able to soften out underneath my eyes, around my mouth, down in my neckline. I initially noticed that probably within the first 2 weeks. But I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm really taking care of myself like in other areas. I'm doing detox drinks. You know, I really wasn't sure. Then the more I started to use it, the more I started to notice a change. Towards the beginning of the year, I don't know if you can see this, it's quite faint. It was really, really dark that was on my head. I got a service done on my lashes, and they used the tape that was in here. And when they took this off, I had this big, dark, brown red mark. And I was just like, wow, I do not want, they were talking about chemical peels, things of that nature. And I was just like, I really don't know if I really want that all on my face, and I wanted to try something different. And when I started to try, it started to lighten. And I do have photos, and I will drop them below, of what this looked like. It was really dark and red. It looked like a birthmark almost. And I was really, really frustrated by that because, again, for me, it's not about, I guess I'm one of those people, it really doesn't matter about what anybody else says, it's about what I see when I looked in the mirror. So when I looked in the mirror, it was really, really bothering me. So this is something that was able to, this process was something that was able to lighten up dark spots in my face. Also to soften the lines as reality of the fact, you keep on living, you're going to be older, right? So I'm growing older and I'm concerned. I noticed it started to change. That was amazing for me. So then when I started to work with this full care line, I then started to figure out the ways, because I am a celebrity stylist, I am a licensed cosmetologist, like how is it that we can actually use it on an everyday basis? So then I started to play with it, and then also to add in like my brushes, and then literally felt like I was getting new skin. I am somebody who believes in definitely going to an esthetician so you can get those more deeper treatments. And then I was able to continuously maintain with this product. So for me, you talking about life. I don't know if you could tell in me. Hey, Melissa. I don't know if you could tell in me. That made me really, really smile. Like I can't stand behind and do something that I just don't like. It's not showing. If I was using it and people looking at me going, I was like, absolutely not. So now I'm going to get into the actual routine. Remember, I've cleaned my hands. Now I'm about to start working with my face. One of the things that I really like to tell people to do, because the face is the largest muscle, I'll go through and wet my face down first. Just making sure I'm really careful. Number one, about being right underneath the eyes, right around the mouth. I don't like to use like too much water in those areas. I'll show you what I do in there, but those are very soft areas within the eyes and around the mouth. Be careful. So now I'm going through with the cleanser, adding a little bit of water in my hand and literally going throughout the face. Because I think I'm embracing saying this, I am 40. You want to be careful about pulling down in your skin. Pulling down in your skin will cause lines, cause dragging of the face. You do not want to do that. And literally all I'm doing, just so you know, so I'm getting additional suds, I'm literally just like kind of adding some water in my face. So if you notice the direction in which I'm going, and also too, I have not been pulling underneath my eyes. That's one of the areas that will cause bags, so you want to be careful. Also too, here around the mouth, not to pull down. So literally I'm going in an upward motion as I'm cleaning my face. So one of the things in which my esthetician actually taught me too, because of my skin type, was to literally sit here. And let it sit on my face. I spray things all day. We're walking through smog, we're watching through whatever, to literally just start to let it penetrate. Being that it wasn't any extra products, it's really a gel-based cleanser, plant-based. It was really good to kind of get into my skin. So usually when I do this, I also too, I drink collagen. I told y'all to bring wine and I felt bad. I told everybody to bring their wine, but however, I usually drink my collagen. And it depends on what night. Like tonight, I'm really about relaxing. Like after this, I'm going to go lay down with my husband. So I'm kind of bringing down my day. I haven't had my collagen. Anybody who knows me know I drink probably everything out of a wine glass. It just makes you feel different. Hey, Vanessa. So usually what I'll do is while I'm sitting here waiting for a few minutes to let it seep down in my face, it starts to get a little bit dry. Like that's what's letting me know that it's kind of in my pore. And I'm letting it sit. Then what I do is I get my spin brush. So as I get my spin brush, I know that there are probably some more aggressive spin brushes. I don't like that because I don't like any abrasions that are like I don't want to see any scratch marks in my face. Thank you. I don't like to see any abrasions in my face. So I like this more medium. When I go to my esthetician, they use something a little bit more heavier. So I allow them to do that, but I don't do that myself. Then I go through in a circular motion and I start working the product into my face. And if you notice, what am I doing? I'm going from the bottom up. So even though this may seem minor, you're like, okay, all right, so she's going up. Again, I'm not pulling in my face. So I'm literally going through and I'm kind of working it into my skin. For me, myself, I do too. So I'm gonna let you know right now. You notice how you don't hardly see anything? My very first one, I think that's me being real funny about my skincare. Like, I want to make sure this product is all the way in. So I usually do the brush first. I really go around the nose. If you think about those blackheads, they can kind of be in that area. I make sure I really, really get those areas. Then for me, anytime I clean my face, I get a white towel. And the reason why I get a white towel is because I want to be able to see. Now that may sound like whatever, but I'm like, I want to make sure that I've gotten every bit of debris out of my face. I do not want to go to sleep with it in my face. So I get a white towel and I'm laughing because as I'm doing it, because I really feel that way. Like I'm like, I want to wash the day away. So as I'm going, if you notice in what direction I'm going, and I also look, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good from today. I work in an upward motion. Hey, Marianne. Hi, Mom. I work in an upward motion. As I'm on my, let me even share with y'all too. So somebody asked me the other day, was my eyebrows microbraided? They're not. I tend to like a tint. And the way that I'm able to get them to stay is I literally go around them. Even when I clean in my eyes, I'll get a Q-tip. Like if I have on any makeup, I can't wait to see you too. If I have on any makeup, like I will literally take a Q-tip and go around them, but I do not touch that area. So now that I've done my first one, I do it again. So again, you watching my regimen. This really has helped me to keep my face really like low on, and everything in your face tells the story. We miss you too, honey. Everything in your face tells a story from an area within the body. And so the reason why I tend to do two, because I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed, my face about to be flipping back and forth. It is also imperative, you see in my hair, that you pull your hair back into a cap and cover it. Think about this. You've got oils and things in your hair. You're laying down at night and your face is going back and forth, and all that's doing is sitting in your face. So that's why I said to work with your hair first, get it out of the way. Make sure you tie it back, and then I put a silk bonnet. But for any ladies that's on here, because I get asked this at the salon, like, do you put your cap on, you know, before you go to bed with your husband? I do not. I've been with my husband for 22 years. I do not slide that bonnet on my head until I know we about to go all the way night-night. It's just how I do. Yes, she said satin pillow cap. I do a satin pillowcase and also the cap. So now that I know, look how much more is going on this time. That's letting me know. And this is just for me doing this routine over and over and over again. I absolutely know that my skin is clean because it got me such a lather. And now I'm able to go back through. And hey, Kanisha. Hi, Gabby. Anybody who's coming on, hey. You're watching a nighttime hair and skin routine. I showed the vitamins in which I use. I also, too, showed the Restore Hair Care line that I use in my hair. And also, too, how you deal with your hair first before you start in your face. So, again, if I was going all the way night-night, I would have had the cap on already. Hey, Deanna. And I'm sure I'm moving a little faster than I normally would because I really sit at nighttime and make sure that I'm enjoying this part. But just to move through the full process, I'm kind of moving right on along. And what made me really happy about my white towel, hi Demetrius, what made me really happy about my white towel was on number one, there was nothing really on my towel, just probably the regular day. But I try to make sure, again, I like my skin to be foundation, like I don't necessarily want to have to use it. Maybe a spot touch up, but not a lot. Yes, gotta get your brush. Yes. Now I'm done. So one thing that I love, the next process to get a new level of skin, today was my exfoliating day. Usually I would have did it in the morning time and not the evening time, but I wanted to save it for the evening time to exfoliate off that skin. You should be it depends on your skin. If you have problematic skin, things of that nature, I always tell you talk to an esthetician to see what they're recommending too as well. My esthetician has recommended that I exfoliate every other day. And especially too because of how this one is and it's not so aggressive. Me myself, I like to go on in. We have it in a cute little dropper. And again, for me it's cute because cutesy. I don't know. She asked me what brush it was. I feel like I got to know this. I picked up this spin brush from Walgreens. It was no place special. And I just figured I got that because you know like they had those ultrasonic ones. So I've used those. They're like $100 and something and it was so aggressive. I started noticing cuts in my face. So I felt go a little less expensive. So therefore the bristles wouldn't be going as fast and it stopped cutting my face. So that's why I did that. But the ultrasonic, I had heard great things about the ultrasonic. Got yours from Burlington. I had heard great things about it, but for me, it was cutting my skin. I don't know if it's because I'm so bright. I have no idea. And I can actually see it. That was a problem for me. So now, what I'm doing, and I like to put it in here. Yeah, use a light scrub. Me, I like to put this on in a thin layer. For me, focusing around the nose. If you've ever noticed, you get a lot of blackheads around in that area. I'm working on them. Like, I don't want that in my face. I almost feel like, how many times have I said that? I really don't. And you kind of smooth it through the skin. And again, if you notice where I'm going, I'm still not like really in there in my eye. When I was wiping things down, I went underneath to wipe away. But that is such a gentle area within the face that you don't want to go in and be rubbing real hard right there. Like even think about if you are someone that wears makeup and in that area is really hard. Have you ever seen, and again, not talking about anybody, but have you ever seen people underneath their eyes is really, really cakey? And that could be because underneath the eyes, it's so freaking dry. You want to be careful with that. So I'm going to tell you how to take care of that in the end. So I'm going through, again, making sure that I'm layered. And then again, for me, because I know right around in here, I work out and I sweat a lot. I know this is an area that I really like to keep together. Also, too, got to bounce right back on in the morning and do it again. So I really like to make sure that's clean. And I do repeat this in the morning, too. I do not repeat the exfoliating process, but I clean my skin in the morning time and also in the evening, just so you know that. So it's not just an evening process. I also do it in the morning. Now, the suggestion says to spread a generous amount of the exfoliating peel over the face and the neck. I didn't in the neck because unfortunately I did that yesterday. I was really trying to remove out the extra dead skin, and then I wanted to be able to, I don't know about you, I use our defining gel like right down in my neckline to keep that bad boy tight. So I exfoliated that yesterday, so I do not want to repeat. If you notice, I'm not going down here, but if I had not done that, I would definitely be down in my neck right now. So it tells you to leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, then rinse with cool water to remove. This says recommended for use twice a week. Again, me and my esthetician decided every other day because with being around so many products, like if you're somebody who, say for instance, you work in a kitchen, you're a hairstylist, you spraying different sprays all day. If that's something that you're doing and it's getting in your pores a lot, maybe so. And then also too, I have a lot of sebum that comes through the face, usually in my T-zone. So we decided every other day to keep me at this normal balanced face. Also too, throughout the winter months, you tend to need a little bit more moisture. Also too, my skin complexion is usually a different complexion in the fall time, which is one of the reasons why I tend to change hair colors. Like I went back from the light to here because now my skin tone is changing and I'm looking for that to kind of balance itself out. So look at all the stuff we have to take into consideration as women. It's just balancing hair color, balancing when we use moisture. Absolutely funny to me. So hey, Connie, anybody who just came on, I literally have our exfoliating peel that's down in my face. I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes in my face, and then I'm going to explain, if you just came on, quick recap. Vitamin in the morning, and I show where I was because I'm almost done. Did y'all see my 7-week results? Were absolutely amazing. So I do this. Also too, once a week, I'm high activity and working out and sweat. It is if you're somebody that's working out and you want to know how often to shampoo your hair, if you're working out and your hair is really, really wet, you need to shampoo your hair once a week. The reason being is there's salt that builds up in the hair, right? And you have this sitting down on the scalp, which is also skin, also down in the hair shaft. You want to make sure that you're shampooing that once a week. Don't be as concerned with, I don't want to have to do this over and over again. It's also about maintenance. Like the more you take care of that, the better your hair is going to take care of you, the more it's going to grow. And also too, the more it's going to stay on your head. You know, like if your head, like think about this, if your head is an unhealthy, like the scalp area is unhealthy, it is very difficult for hair to stay on that unhealthy head. So you do want to shampoo and cleanse out the hair. Okay, so this is what I use once a week because of all of the salts that are built up in my hair. In the event that you have a moderate activity life, which is okay, 2 weeks is okay. If you're not extra oily in the head, 2 weeks is perfectly okay. Some heads who produce a lot of sebum in the head, sometimes that may be more than once a week. So I definitely tell you to seek your cosmetologist, have her to see your skin. Too many times on social media is making you think that it's one size fits all for everything, and it's so not. You really need a true professional to kind of say, hey, I think you should do this, I think you should do that. Not everybody that has a license is professional, unfortunately. So you really do want to do your homework. You want to see if they're really about hair care, what their proper recommendations are, and really have a really good consultation. Like that's really important to make sure somebody is guiding you personally, not just, hey, what should I use on my hair? Oh, I think you should use this because this is mine. No such thing. Don't do that. So now we're down to my mark. I'm actually going to start removing my peel. Peels are really good to remove that extra dry layer of skin, extra dirt layers in the face, create nice smooth texture in the face. So that's why an exfoliator is important. And sometimes people miss that. Like only thing they'll use in their facial stuff is like the cleanser. And then try to hurry up and jump to the moisturizer when there's other processes that are in there that's going to actually keep the skin healthy. Because keep in mind, if you're watching this, you want to have skin that's absolutely amazing regardless of makeup. And that's one thing that I do. I really hate sometimes to see when somebody needs like 5 to 6 layers literally just to get a smooth skin. It really just speaks to needing to take off the makeup and actually work on the skin. That's important. So if you notice, and also too, I'm going over my lip. I just have like a basic nude that's on my lip and I want it off. I forgot about it. So what direction am I using? I'm going in an upward motion. And if you notice, I'm kind of patting. You don't need to be so harsh in your face. You don't want to cause additional abrasions in the face. It's just unnecessary when using all the steps that you need into your face. And then also too, being consistent with that process. Like not just doing this because of one individual moment, but keeping it as a part of your process. So now once I finish here, I move into the toner. So this may seem like a lot of steps. The reason why it's a lot of steps and it's very quick, I'm not in this bathroom but for 5 to 7 minutes. However, I'm explaining things. So as you're starting to explain things, or it could be 10 to 15, a little bit longer if I'm doing the exfoliating process, but because I'm explaining it, it's seeming that way. But this literally is on my ledge in my bathroom. I come on in and do it and then I'm gone. And it's one of my favorite parts of my morning. So if you see my lashes, I'm gonna crack all y'all up. So my lashes and my brows cannot receive any toner. I just be like, hey, we need these to last as long as we can. These expensive lashes need to stay on my face. So can't nobody be out here spraying no toner over them. So usually I'm this way in my toner. So in my toner, after I finish, I kind of blot through. Amazing part about what we have. So let me show y'all this and our moisturizer, because now I'm about to start going to moisturizing my face. We have Preventage, which I use in the morning, and then Repairage, which I use at night. Okay. So, and also too, I tell a lot of people, I use a stretch mark cream. So what has taken that light mark? So say for instance, you have dark marks. I have pictures of that too. I had dark marks in my cheek. I started to use the stretch mark cream of all things. Like literally this too was this is so much lighter. I started to use these in this area. So I use the stretch mark cream for any dark areas within my face. I leave that there. I then move into my nighttime Repairage. I still have it on my forehead so I can work everything in because I'm treating each individual area differently. Look how much is in my hand. Properly putting it through and then same thing. And if you notice, I still have not touched under my eye. Then when I move to my eyes, where is it? I use our lip and eye treatment. So under my eyes, I literally do, and why do we do this? I just realized I do it. Maybe I watched my mama do it. Is she still on here when she was younger? You know how we do things that our mama do? I'm like, why do I do it like this? And I go underneath my eyes. And then I take it also to, let me tell you, boo, your hands and your neck, your eyes and these corners and these creases will tell your whole secret if you do not shield the secret your dang on self. So this is an everyday take care of. And if you see, remember I said this area is very, very light. It's like an aloe that's in here. It actually feels like a cooling gel when I put it on my eye that I love. And then also too, I'm rubbing the excess that's on in there for the evening time. And I just realized I did not do something. I told you I used the exfoliator underneath. Hold on a second. I told you I used the exfoliator underneath. So now, you're welcome, honey. So now, I'm using underneath too as well. No. So, Jasmine, no. I still got to be a mama regardless of what I'm doing, right? So now I'm going underneath. Hey, I'm still somebody's mama. And I'm a mother of 3 teens. That's literally how I finish out my evening. Then I usually take on off. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I do. No, it really isn't. Then I would normally kind of pull the bonnet over my head and then go to bed. Sleep on a satin pillowcase. Face moving back and forth is now nice and hydrated and clean. And then in the morning time, I get up and do it again. Of course, minus that exfoliator. So for me right now, I'm about to go ahead because my daughters are asking me questions. And I'm sure my husband's going to get to texting me shortly like, babe, are you coming downstairs? Yes, I am. But hopefully you enjoyed this little quick tutorial on how it is that I do this, how I use my vitamins, how I use my hair care, how I take care of my hair. And then also too, I drink my collagen because that is something the body does not replenish. So I have to keep putting that back on in. If you start seeing like J-Lo 49, Google collagen. That's what they're actually being able to use to be able to keep themselves looking youthful. So it's actually a part of my full routine, and that's the way I'm able to keep it going. So if you need any information, thank you so much, Lady Sierra. If you need information, you can post your name below. Anytime somebody asks, sometimes people come right to my inbox and ask questions, or they post it down the wall, not a problem. I will be posting some information shortly about my skin challenge. So I have a hair challenge that's growing back your hair. I have a skin challenge, and then I have a wellness challenge that will help you to lose or maintain your weight. So those are the 3 challenges in which I have. More information is actually coming down the wall. I kind of share them right now. I have, and I kid you not, we counted it up this morning. We had 223 people. Thank you so much for that wanted information in regards to my hair growth challenge. So I really appreciate you for that. I am sending you messages. I am getting to all the calls as I can. And then after I finish that, we're going to roll into the skin challenge and we're going to start this process too. So if you want to get this, you want this process, you got some questions, please post your information below or also inbox me. So y'all have a great night. Talk to you later.